Are live. We are live. President Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. You know the vibe. The mail room is sorted. The mail bags are ready to go. No junk mail, no bills. Just all information. How you guys doing this evening, baby boy? Oh, hey, Marlena Williams. How are you today? How's that sound? How's the mic sound out there? How's the mic sound? Mic okay? It's beginning to get a little darker earlier. Does my mic sound okay? You look well rested. Yeah, I am rested. I'm rested. I'm rested. Mic check sounds great. Good, 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 good. Johnny Sullivan, Yasua Muhammad. Man, you guys be sure to click that thumbs up coming in. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below so when that dope content hit, it'll feel like the first in the 15. Then that money, then don't let the money counters get started. The money counters. You remember back in them days, the money counters. Salute to the person. What's up, Crystal? How are you today? Man, today's Wisdom Wednesday. As usual, there's always wisdom to be given to the people. You know what I mean? Because that's part of what I do, right? On Wisdom Wednesday. Hope you guys enjoyed your day. I hope your day was fruitful. I hope your day was productive. As for me, yes, sir, my day was very productive. I had a great day, actually, and I'm here for you now. Take care of this. Yeah, I'm here for you now. After a long day of truck driving and mailroom, Steve, right on, Steve. I appreciate that, Steve. Thank you, man, for that for today, man. Let's get to it. Wisdom Wednesday. Wisdom is always in the people. And the people, I always refer to this. This is what I always use. When you want from your brother, when you want for yourself what you want from your brothers and sisters, that just make a whole better community all together. I'm talking about, man, that is just those few little words are very powerful. When you want for your brothers and sisters, when you want for yourself. That means the same thing that you desire for yourself, you desire for others outside of you. So let's get to it. I don't have some magical problem solving capacity, but I want you to understand, Damu, key way. Listen, I alone cannot change Compton, Glenwood, Long Beach, Watts, LA, not even Milwaukee, not even Chicago, Gary, Indiana, Houston, Dallas. I alone cannot do that. I can't change it for the better, but I can radically transfer my own consciousness, overturning the conditions that limit my potential. We can all do this one by one. Over time, we can change ourselves to the degree that Compton, Long Beach, Linwood, LA, Watts, and amongst other cities, we can change ourselves to the degree that Compton and change from the inside out. It starts from the inside out. Giving birth to a new way of being is manifestation positive outcomes. For a peaceful, we could be peaceful and abundant. Once Compton and Watts and LA, once we remove all the fear, the lack, the scarcity, we can live our life full and to its fullest potential. To its fullest potential. I want y'all to let that sink in for a moment because I want you to know just how bad our conditions are. And I think people is not being adherent to what's around them. I'm talking about the observable reality. The observable reality is that only 1% control the world. 4% are puppets. 90% are asleep. 5% know what's going on and are trying to wake up the other 90%. That 5% may be you. I include myself in that 5% for various reasons because I know that those who control the images, those who control the media, those who control the political system, those who control the educational system, and most of all, those who control the religiosity of our communities are in control. But when you follow things, you got to go back to, like, me and Gertrude Montana talked about this. Stevie Wonder said something wonderful years ago. He said, when you believe in things you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Stevie Wonder said that. To say, this sometimes it's how this stuff works out, you know what I mean? It just comes out that way, you know what I mean? And it has to be talked about to the degree that people get a full understanding the circumstances and the things that we're facing. We are working towards a permanent underclass. I'm talking about the melanation, the melanated people, the father and the mother of civilization. We're working to be in a permanent underclass based on because we refuse to break away from certain ideologies that were never ours. There was a man, right? He around about 1804. His name was C.C. Jones. I want y'all to go look that up. C.C. Jones. And what's ironic about C.C. Jones, his name was Colcock Jones. Colcock Jones. Colcock Jones wrote the religion structure for Negroes. He wrote the book called Religious Structure for Negroes, for the Negro preacher, for those who follow what we quote unquote know as the Christian church or Christianity. And I don't want y'all to just take my word. I want y'all to go look this guy up so you can fully understand everything that you're being subjected to. And Samia blessed me with the hood postman. Right on, South Africa. Right on. That's my brother right there. I love that guy right there. But I want you guys to pay really, really close attention to that. There are 5 different variations of the Bible, 500, over 3,000 denominations. And most of the denominations broke away from other denominations because they didn't want to adhere to their dogmas or their tenets. They broke away. This is why we have the King James. King James broke away because he didn't want to listen to the Pope. So he created his own following. But the Bible itself has 66 books written by 66 people over a 2,000-year period. And everything the Bible speaks about are from either Ethiopia or Egypt. Most of the stories in there surrounding. So it's impossible for a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white person to be the Christ that most of the world claim it to be. Those are the 1% people that are in control. And they're using that variation to control you. Because you go along to get along, or you go along because of the guy I just named, Colcock Jones. C.C. Jones, yep. Cole Cock Jones. Cole Cock Jones wrote the rules, the structure and instructions for Negro preachers to follow. Mary and Jesus had afros in Ethiopia. I I totally agree. But what I'm telling you is that we have allowed a people to take our story and make it their own. They have taken our story and made it their own and rolled us out of history. The Ethiopians made sure they left the book of Enoch out of the Bible. Man, the book of Enoch, I read the book of Enoch. I read, it was another one too. What's the other one, Aldrich? There's another one too. Very good reads, man. But what I want you guys to go look, man, and go read that Cole Cock Jones, man. Read what he structured out for us. But back to my point. We have so many different things going on in society, man, and we gotta look at all the indictments that are coming down in Chicago now. Indictments coming down in Milwaukee, indictments that will be coming down in LA, indictments that will be coming down in Dallas. And they're all geared and leaning towards Black people. Now, and I'm saying that Black people should be precluded from the things that they have put their hands into, that they continue to get into, or you know, hey, Millie Bell and everyone, right on, Megalicious, you know. Am I saying that we exempt from that? No, I'm not, because we have allowed people to seep in our consciousness and plant their ideologies and the way of life into our lives. See, because we was bought, whether we was bought here or we indigenous to this land, somehow we have lost our culture. Every urban city in the country needs to adapt the neighborhood first attitude. When I'm growing up in the 70s, I was protected by the neighborhood. That's right. Right now, watch this. My son Bosco has Chasing Freedom. Heavily and Victor has My Tribe Rise. You have Ann over there, Project 43. We have Luther Keith. I don't know what his program is. We have William Welch. William Welch has one of the best schools here in Moreno Valley. He have over 100 students, but nobody's talking about that. Gertrude Montana even has his own nonprofit. You know, then Alden, he has his, and then the boy Psych off the east side, and even Big U. They all these guys, you know. But it's all, man. But I base everything I do and understand and try to understand when I'm giving you guys these monologues is that I base it on statistics, data, stats, percentages, and observable reality. That's what I do. I don't just be throwing stuff out there to just be throwing it out there and hope that it lands somewhere that somebody grasp it, understand it, and apply it. You know? But I'm saying ourselves, man, we gotta change, man. We gotta change. Damu Kiwe. I know sometimes the things I say to you, Steve, and even the older Damu and Kiwe, I'm surprised. I'm always surprised by their lack of understanding or their just the inability to get past the fear, the lack, and the scarcity. You know, game recognized game. Right on, Jones. Right on. You're right. You're right. So anyway, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. So what did you guys think about that Gertzie Montana interview? I thought it was a great interview. I thought he touched on some great points. Anybody have any questions about it? I'm looking forward to doing more interviews like that where we get positive outcomes. You know, I want you guys to be more aware of what's going on around us and who's trying to control us. And see, I'm part of that 5% that knows what's going on and are trying to wake up the 90%. But it's the 4%, the 4% puppets, the Negro peons, that is trying to block everything or distort or misinterpret everything that people like myself do or say. You know, this thing is far beyond some simple mindedness like game banging. That's simple mindedness. Now I know we all at some point participated, but when do we grow up? When do we stand up? When do we be about black people? When do we be about black people? Black and brown people, melanated people, the people that live in these communities. And I didn't want to touch on this subject, but I got to because I don't necessarily know. I didn't really know how I felt about it when I saw it, and that was the Snoop Dogg celebration where he celebrated his 50th birthday. I thought that was a good thing. I thought that it was well presented, but at the same time, I had to I had a couple of takeaways, and my takeaways was that you had Snoop Dogg and you had all these individuals that get on this stage to say these things about Snoop Dogg, right? But I didn't hear Snoop Dogg say anything because Snoop Dogg knows that he he placate to a certain media, a certain demographic, and he has to be careful. But what he did do, he did it quite well. Was I thought it was actually a little brilliant because all the people around the world who really not really too familiar how the Damu and Keyway things runs, Snoop Dogg had all room full of Keyways and they all swore alliance to him. And around the world, if you're around the world and you don't know how this culture is, he was able to condition a culture around the world based on the Keyway, the blue that he was somehow the top dog in that room. Now, me myself, I would have been about black people. Crip is a construct created out of a mercurial mindset, something that was unpredictable, unsustainable, all of a sudden, move, mind switch, or swing. That's what it is. Never know what's going to happen with those individuals. They could be very unpredictable. But I think he utilized it in a way that benefited him quite well. And things were said in that room, you know what I mean? I saw some people in there speaking on his behalf, you know what I mean, and giving him praise. To me, it was like putting him on a level of and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it was like putting him on the Seizure Borgia. Maybe they put him on the level of Seizure Borgia. But I'm looking for you guys' feedback, what you think about it, because what I want to know is, did anybody leave out of that room with a plan to correct and build and give guidance, instruction, proper instruction to the community to which they were coming from? There were many tribes in there from various area like. But I don't know. Did anybody see any Long Beach Crips in there? Did they take the center stage and give him that big old attaboy? What is Snoop gonna do to the community? What has he done? You know what I mean? I'm just saying I don't know because I don't follow Snoop like that. I think he's a great entertainer. I think he's a great entertainer. You know, I think that he cooks with Martha Stewart. He got all these wonderful commercials, and he does all these things in the white communities. And Snoop kind of resembled on Egypt Pharaoh. Yeah, but Long Beach Crips wanted Snoop's head. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I just had a different perspective about the whole ordeal because, like I said, people around the world who wasn't looking, they would think Snoop was in charge of all the Crips. Just my take on it, the way they lifted him up in there, you know. That's all. Trady and Dash in there. So what happened to all the others, the 20s and the Insanes, why they weren't there? That's suspicious, right? In my Cardi, that's suspicious. I don't know. You guys give me some feedback. What's y'all take on it? You know what I mean? Do you think it was a elegant thing, a great thing to do? I mean, because everything seemed to be towards Crip and nothing towards black people. Queen Jean, I see you out there. How you doing? So if anybody want to speak on there and jump on this live with me, I'm gonna post it in there. You can jump on there and we can talk about it. You send it right there in the chat. We can discuss it. United States of America, the hood postman, stop gang banging. You right. Snoop never been too conscious. That's what's we're missing from all his raps. Yeah, well, yeah, I agree there, definitely. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean, Grizzly, Hendrix, what do you think was his overall agenda? Because it seemed like something that was underneath all that wasn't necessarily on the surface. Snoop hasn't been bringing unity among the different tribes. Snoop is an entertainer and not reputable enough to lead a force of men. Yeah, I agree, Big Dale. I agree. But I wonder why everybody was so, roll out the blue carpet for this guy in the way they did. Maybe there was some money passed around that we don't know about. I'm just wondering why. I just put a link in the chat. Queen Jean, you want to jump in? Jump in. Anybody? Marlena, you want to jump in? There's a link. Yeshua Muhammad, because he's famous and rich. Is that suffice? Is that good enough? I This is what I think. Inspect what you expect. Yeah, he definitely made it markable. He definitely made it markable. But to what end? To what outcome? You know what I'm saying? Does the outcome favor the people that was in attendance? Does the outcome favor the communities that suffer the most? Oh, we're going on air in a few right on. Yeah, speed lickers. Yeah. A guy sent me the a YouTube site last night. It was called the South African Taxi Mafia. Man, that was an interesting group. Y'all need to go check that out. The South African Taxi Mafia. They would do anything for money, but I wonder who got the money. You know, I wonder who got the money. You know? It's good that you break that down, Melly. It's real interesting. Yeah, I think it's real interesting, especially that I really didn't see a bunch of Long Beach Crips where he's from in there, you know what I mean, lifting him up like that, you know what I mean? Because if he would have been good to that community, the community or the tribe that he's from, I'm sure they would have been front and center. But he should have had a stop banging party that would have been more suitable. Yeah, how about that? Some BS. Big Trady and St. Crip was there. Yeah, he's just one individual. But what I'm saying, if say for instance, if I show up somewhere, right, and I tell all my homies what I'm doing, I'm sure they'll show up. You know what I mean? And support me because I'm authentic. You know, and I give people what I think and not what I feel. Right? Because feelings, one time you feelings become emotionalized. You know what I mean? We don't want to be on that as men. You know, Big Trady and St. Crip was there. Yeah, yeah. Make a list. Big Deb. Big Deb, you still in there? Comment. It was just great. It was just great marketing for his yeah, definitely. But like I say, Monroe, Monroe, it definitely lifted him up in a way that put the world on notice. You know what I mean? Because they may not fully understand the culture. But there,
What up, buddy? About?
what up, man?
Oh, let me see something. Let me put this. There you go. Yeah.
I can't see you.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Carson in the house. What up, Big Deb?
Oh, shit, chilling. Damn. Oh,
But
you
say,
hear me?
truth, you wouldn't be speaking on this if he didn't put it out there. Also, he ain't here to please your feelings. Also, you too question all the G's that come ain't your place. Who's you? Hmm. Well, I do have my own personal opinions. I think that my opinion, you know what I mean, OG Rascal, you know, just like, okay, OG Rascal, jump on the live and let's hear what your take is on it, man.
Are we coming on?
Nah, he just talking. All I did was put the information out there. I don't have no personal feelings about it. I'm just saying it just looked odd to me. But like Malcolm X said, the moment you find a black man that says something that's for his people, they always another black man to come around and down that man for what he's saying because all that man is really doing is speaking on the behalf of the people instead of one individual. But you being information poor and you be suffering from information malnutrition and you lack the mental gymnastics or the testicular fortitude to stand on everything you just said, I understand why you said that. But OG Roscoe, know this. I'm not the best there is, but I'm damn sure the best they know of. So, Big Dan, what's going on with you, man? How's your day going?
Oh man, shit, tired. Shit.
It's one of them
Today
days.
Wednesday, huh? Yes, I'm tired as hell.
What did you do today, man?
Shit. Changed about 150 brake shoes.
Damn it.
Can't tell with this white t-shirt on, but I got my shirt over there. Shit, man.
Okay.
Tired as hell. Yeah, they should have had
Yeah,
something after that, when they
yeah. The
had to
South
go back.
African taxi mafia is a lot of hitters for hire. Yeah, man. Them dudes over there, man, they be busting on each other over the taxi stuff. You know what I mean? I watched it. I watched it. Moroe. I watched it. Man, it was like, yeah, it was like I see my man Roscoe, he didn't have nothing else to say. I guess what I said to him was suffice. I guess it felt odd. James, it felt odd to you too? So what do you think about what let's see, what is Roscoe said, right? OG Roscoe said. Truthfully, you would be speaking on this if he didn't put it out there. Also, he ain't here to please your feelings. And I just told him, man, I don't say what I feel. I tell you what I think. I don't talk from feelings. So you misconstrued that all the way, bro. Obviously, that's what you feel. See, let me tell you something, Roscoe. My logic can get me from A to B, but it's my imagination that takes me around the universe. So, were you speaking as a finite individual? I'm speaking as an infinite individual because I know that you can't put me in a box. I'm not the box type of person. I'm not limited in that capacity. But I understand, maybe you grew up in a certain particular way and you have limitations because you are very susceptible to being in that realm where you believe in celebrityism, or celebrityism has an impact on your life to where you feel that you need to protect them. It's like the 1710 Act. The 17 Act was meritorious malmonitions, where you always find another black that would snitch and manufacture things against other black people that were for the black people. And I'm not saying that about you. I'm just speaking in general. There's always some brothers that are always going to try to, you know what I mean? I wasn't down in Snoop. Actually, I thought what he did was genius. So you misinterpreted what I said, because from a marketing standpoint, it was genius. I'm just trying to figure out to what end and what's the outcome. How will it elevate and give back to the potential individuals that was in participation in that? That's what I was saying. You gotta know the vibe. Ain't no job. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I didn't mean to get off on you, but Deb. So what you were saying, Deb? I apologize, Deb. Let me focus back on you,
Oh,
man.
shit, I forgot. I mean, I look at it as shit. It was cool seeing all the OG, G's from different hoods up in there that, you know, they don't necessarily get along on the streets.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? But I look
And
at
that
Snoop.
and that was cool.
Yeah, I look at Snoop Dogg as an entertainer. I don't look at Snoop Dogg as a crip. He's a member of a gang, but I don't look at him as as a crip. You know what I mean? So,
I remember when
you
I
know,
first saw him, man. He was at the Quiet Cannon. They used to have something called open mic, man. He was just a little skinny kid getting up there battle rapping. They was having battle rapping. Quiet Cannon was down there in
Montebello, Montebello.
no, not that one. It was in Long Beach, Shoreline
Okay.
Village. I don't know what it's called now, but it used to be called the Quiet Cannon. Yeah, but that was the first time I would see him down there. You know what I mean? You know, he was doing his thing, man. You know what I mean? He looked the part and everything, but you know,
Yeah. And
I
then
don't know.
I read in the comment section somebody said Snoop had had every big Crip name at the party. I said no, he didn't. I mean, it's a game. I can name about 50 big top
Nah,
name dudes that wasn't
he
even
didn't have
there.
he didn't have every big name there. Some
Nah,
people were smart enough to just stand by, don't mind me, just watch it. You
yeah,
know, so a whole lot of
yeah,
people just like that. Don't mind me, just watch it. You know,
yeah.
they went they went up all up in there like that, man. Let's see, outside world does it. You know who
But not,
he is, but the outside world does it. They think he's the
yeah,
Crip Godfather. Exactly. That's
right,
exactly what he was looking for. I believe that was one of the things he definitely made, you know, fully aware, you know.
right. They want everybody else to see him around a bunch of Crips, and then
Uh-huh.
everybody, different
Because
countries.
guess what? Also it sets him up, right? It also sets him up to to anything that goes on with them that they need to pour money into. Suddenly they have millions of dollars they want to put there. So they're gonna get the money to Snoop and let him possibly figure out how to implement it. Or I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
where it's going with this, you know.
remember
Go
a
ahead,
long
bro.
time ago where Snoop and the Game had got together and they walked to the courthouse or something like that. And they
Yeah,
was then on the media like pumped it up real big, like, oh, you got Crip in the blood. Oh man, this is big. But to people like us, me and you who know that, know like Cedar Blocks and 20s ain't rival enemies, even though it's blood in the Crip, but they're not rival enemies. If you had put,
right,
you know, two a blood gang and a Crip gang who's known for killing each other, you know what I mean? Then that would have been more significant to my eyes. Like, oh shit, maybe it's just something more serious going on. But those are two entertainers. You know what I mean? Those are two rappers and shit. So,
right,
you
right.
know, it was still cool that they
He
did that
wanted the
too.
world to see him with the Crips. Kev Mack has interviewed. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He had Rockhead, he had Gangster up there, he had Cubone, was it Cubone? Yeah.
Yeah, Cuba from Broadway.
Yeah. He had a few of them up there, you know.
Yeah, I seen a bunch of OG
Rockhead was up there sweating
trade.
though.
Uh, yeah, that's Ray Trays and
Coming out kidding. Anytime you get that many individuals in the same room, it should be multiple positive conversations and discussion. I agree,
right.
kids.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
agree,
Yep,
kids.
yep.
That's my homeboy. That's my loved one, my number one right there, Kizzy, man. I
You know,
appreciate you saying that, kids, but you're right. And,
I
and and
remember.
that's what I was looking at, kids, too. I was just looking at what are the outcomes, you know, what will come from that, you know what I mean? Hopefully something positive
Hmm.
that everybody can get with, you know.
Yeah, I remember they had. I attended a ceasefire breakfast. Probably was in like 2006 or seven on 48th and Crenshaw, and
Uh huh.
they had sent the memo out. They had two members from each generation of probably like 50 or 60 different gangs there. So you had two OGs, two triple OGs, two in the middle, and then you had two youngsters. You know what I mean?
Uh
It's a
huh.
table of 8 people. You know what I mean? And it had your hood right in the middle of the table. That was a good setting because you know, you got to touch these youngsters because them the ones that's out here pulling the trigger. It ain't the older ones. It ain't me out here. It's the young ones. So we got to get to them.
Christopher
See them
James
through.
said it felt fake. Explain. What do you mean it felt fake? Explain that, Christopher. OG Crips like Joe Rockhead, Gangster Joe Rockhead, could better explain the meaning of the present and in context. Kev Mack was there for the documentary. Yeah, Kev Mack was there strictly on documentary and journalism. I know why Kevin was there. I don't know why Rock was there. You know, I know why Kev. I don't even know why my homie Gangster, because I haven't discussed it with him. Yeah, there you go. 69 looked like a godfather when he was just a guy in an acting gangbanger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he better than I. What is that? What is that? 9 Trey Bloods out there in New York. It was he was repping. Then he threw them all under the bus.
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing what's gonna happen with this guy Fetty Wap. You know what I mean? Because if you look at Ti, you look at some of the other rappers that got in the jams and somehow mysteriously they was able to shake charges or get out of it some kind of way. You know what I mean? Either through their celebrity or the backdoor deals done or money. You know, I'm wondering what's going to happen with this guy because, and I know how media be. They really fudge the market, make it seem a great deal worse than what it is. You know, he may not even have knowledge of none of that stuff going on. It may have been somebody in his camp
Mm-hmm.
that was doing all those things Fetty telling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't have one foot in and one foot out.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? If you're in the street life, you got to be in the street life. If you're in the
Yeah.
entertainment, rapping business, be an entertainer, be a rapper. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Lead the streets to the streets, remember? Because they'll suck you in and then spit you out.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's that. They get that money, you know what I mean, and they just go to their head. They want to have guns, want to get involved in criminal activities and gang bang on, you know. Yeah, they still want to be affiliated with it, still active. I understand it though, 'cause, you know, it's hard to lead a hood, but damn, you got to be
Yusuf,
smart.
salute to Yusuf. Matter of fact, salute to my man Jam over there to help me out this week over there, man. Help me get a new mattress for my truck. Salute to Jam. Salute to Wesley out of Riverside. Man, I be running into cats out here when I be out here trucking there, so I be have to remember to salute, man, shout them out, man.
Yeah,
Fetty is done. Yusuf say Fetty is done. Snoop is a mascot for
yeah,
he's a voting. That's what you really feel. You feel like he's a mascot for the Blue Rag, but a baby gangster or Big U, he could never be. Yeah, that's true. I agree with you there.
yeah. It's like he really ain't got a effect on his own neighborhood.
Yeah,
That's when I
Marlena,
say,
that's why
you know,
Rail West is. Go ahead there.
that's what I was saying when I say he ain't reputable enough. He ain't, 'cause he don't got a effect on his neighborhood. Like, you know what I mean? Snoop can't go
Yeah,
over there and tell them little niggas nothing.
that's just the observable reality on my part. I really didn't see. I thought Long Beach would have been in there like super deep.
Hmm.
You
But
know?
then, you know, with fame come jealousy too. So a lot of them dudes probably don't like him because he got all that money or whatever, and then didn't throw him nothing.
Right, right, right.
But when you associate yourself with Crips and Bloods, you associate yourself with that lifestyle, then you know what I mean. You got to be serious about it. You can't be
But
here. It would look like a concert to me, to tell you the truth.
when he did, but okay, Deb. Well, let's look at it from this perspective. When he did the next party, it was all celebrity and there were no Crips.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like what are you? You a Crippin' or you an entertainer? Because I could have. I'm glad it didn't go haywire or whatever, but it could have turned ugly. Then what? I mean, what the headlines would have been?
Yeah, you're right,
You
Yusuf.
never
The
know.
streets is undefeated, bro. The
Yeah.
streets is undefeated. Snoop don't Snoop. I mean, at one time Snoop he might have belonged to the streets, but he don't belong to the streets now. He's strictly. I see him as Martha Stewart sidekick on the cooking show. That's where I see him. And he had a,
Mm-hmm.
what I mean. I man, shout out to him, man. He getting it. He getting it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You've been doing it for a long time. That's good to see you still, doing it at the level you're doing it at.
Snoop is a real crip, just like Chris Brown is a real. Yeah, right, Marlena.
Mm. Soldier Boy Pyro too. Yeah, that's what I be saying. Like you got to be you know, this lifestyle is shit, man. It's crazy.
It said Reggie Jr. talking about really bad about Snoop, and yeah, he's on. Reggie's coming on Gangster Chronicles. I was supposed to go on there with him tonight, but because I had to do my own thing, I wasn't able to go on there. So Reggie's gonna be on the Gangster Chronicles, and I'm sure they're gonna get it in over there. You know, they got some things to talk about. Money, 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 money.
Yeah. Then people got to deal with reality, and the reality is gangbangers gonna be here forever. It's gonna always be killing. It's gonna always be destruction. You know what I mean? I just hope one day that people just wake up and come together as people.
Right. And that's all I was looking at it for is it what the outcome is for black people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So was that situation going to be geared towards building a better community? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because right now, Compton, Linwood, Watts, LA, Long Beach are a reflection of the people and the attitudes and the personalities that resides there. Snoop has to know how to embrace the stardom and leave the crip business alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like I said, all they could have did was one little flame, and it would have went up in fire. Somebody said, "Man, get, anything." I mean,
Yeah, Alpo, man. I don't know what Alpo was thinking, Yusuf, but he had the right string but the wrong yo-yo. That's
yeah.
the way I see it
The
because
chickens always come home to roost.
he went to a masquerade party supposedly in a mask, thinking I guess that nobody would know who he was. But I'm thinking he
Mm-hmm.
was starving to be back in normal society based on being in the witness protection program, and it cost him his life.
Yeah. Then if you see the bullet holes that went through the window, you can tell whoever shot that gun knew what they was doing. They knew how to shoot real good. See how close the holes was to each other. There wasn't no
Snoop,
spraying
Snoop,
hand
could-
to the side.
Snoop could put the glue rag in position to make legendary money. Opportunities is needed, not a party. Yeah, well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was selling drugs when he died, Muhammad. Hmm, interesting. No blood in the truck, and they never showed a body. The party was invitation only. That's what G said. The party was invitation only. But who passed out the invitations, G? Who were in charge of the invitations? That's what I like to know. So he wanted specific individuals there, being that it was invitation only. He say Soldier Boy Chris Brown is confused. Pray for them.
Hmm.
Yeah, they said he was tossing dime bag rocks out the truck. Oh wow. But who's saying that? You know what I mean? Because how did we even find out about this? Was it reported by law enforcement? Was it reported by media? Or did civilians report what happened to him. How did we come to know that the guy known as Alpo was gunned down in the streets of Harlem, New York?
The police probably did that. They probably paid the police to do that. You never know.
I, you know, Mo Maruri. I can't pronounce your name. Maruri. Maruri. Big Tradie is a reputable Crip by your. I don't know him. I don't know him. I've seen him before because he does the music and everything, but I don't know him. So I can't tell you, you know what I mean? Anything if I said anything, it would be in it. It could be very inaccurate based that I don't have no relationship with Tradie. I don't know him. I seen it on the media though. Big head, gray day, Dre. Rich Porter can live in peace. Rest in peace, Red Rum. Shout out to Red Rum, man, and his family, man. My condolences to Red Rum and his family, man. I mean, his family, of course, but rest in peace, Red Rum, man. He was
Hmm.
a good dude. With great aim like that, yep, it could have been the boys. Hmm. Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, them precision holes right there, right next to each other. We don't shoot like that. They shoot like that in the military and law enforcement.
Uh, Bo killing me, man. He say, "OG, I'm gonna let you read that one, Dale. Read that one."
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Like I say, in this day and age, if you got money, you can claim anything you want to claim.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
millionaire, you can claim whatever you want to claim, and everybody's gonna welcome you in with open arms, based on
yeah.
the fact that you can give me something.
Street guys can be pros because look at Ninja Ben. Ninja Ben was a pro.
Hmm.
Oh, he had a vest on. Oh, wow. I didn't know that part, Yusuf. That's
He
interesting.
probably still living then. He probably faked his death.
Uh, so where's the blood at? I see a lot of these rappers are really affiliates that grew up in the neighborhood and then started claiming at the point I would be good to see them use their notoriety and resources. Yeah, you're right, kids, but how do we make them understand how the importance of that? You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, man. And I see this in the conscious community as well. Most of these guys that either in rap community or the conscious community, probably in all communities, whatever, it depends on the level you play at, but they all seem to be competing against one another. I don't know why they feel they have to compete with one another when you got what you got, you do what you do. You already got the notoriety, you already got the money, you already got the resources. Why can't you come together with the next guy that's standing next to you and combine those resources and make the community around you better? Instead of going back and forth, instead of the baby going back and forth with or Lil Bootsy or something. I'm not saying they going back
Mm.
and forth. I'm just using them as an example. Or Lil Bootsy going back and forth with the gay guy down there in what is his name? Oh, Nas X. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Right on. Snoop Dogg people and Cubone from Five Dudes Broadway did the invites. Okay, that's good information, G. So, G, let me ask you a question. To what end? What is the outcome of that? Was it supposed to be something? Is it supposed to be something more to it, or it was just a party to acknowledge his 50th birthday? That's what I'm trying to understand. Ninja Ben was ready for those LP. Exactly, Kizzy.
You should have got with. Yeah,
I mean, because a lot of times things G could be out of one individual circumference of awareness of his circle of knowledge, so to speak, and therefore, if you don't have all the information, you can misspeak on the subject matter. But I don't want to misspeak on the subject matter. I want to understand exactly what is the outcome. What do you guys what's looking to be achieved out of that? You have many Mac Thomases and salty stories. You have any Yeah, we're not on that right now, but yeah, we'll get back to that, bro. No, real soon. Let's see. Alpo got stashed up by them government boys and sent on a secret hitman mission overseas to pay for his new life and death, which was staged, I bet. Trey D is official, a real gangster from insane. Right on, G. Well, G say he's official, y'all. So, like I say, I didn't know him, so I can't speak
oh
on
yeah,
him one way
Trey.
or the
Yeah, I know Trey.
other.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Pick your weapon.
Well, my boy Chicken Swoop at my boy Chicken Swoop, 20s. Got all day. Dang.
That was hating on baby gangster reading off the paper. Can any Keyway say the word for word? Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of
I
people can
can't.
say it
Yeah.
word for word.
I was a little
That's a
kid
lot of
when that
stuff.
was.
That's a lot of stuff to memorize. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if you put it in a sense of a sing song, because that's what it is, the sing machine in motion. It's a sing
Hmm.
song. But when
Yeah.
you ain't been behind the walls and been behind the cages, you know what I mean. You sort of lose the the energy to even say such things in public.
Right. Yeah, that was cool when he said that.
Yeah,
You know what
Baby
I mean?
James is amazing. Santana
Yeah.
Rider is amazing. Yeah, that was like one of the best lowriders ever built, bro.
Mhm.
And he did it. And that's another thing I like about G and Twin and some of my other homies. G is a real. I'm talking about, and I talked about this with Elbow, man. I watch these guys. They go trade parts. They go search for parts. They go to the swap meets, the junkyards, and they find the real original. G. One thing about G, when he's building a lowrider, you can rest assured he's gonna detail that thing out to the. I'm talking about detail it out. I don't seen him do it too many times, and he do work on his own cars. He do build his own cars. Everything he ever did, man, he did it right there in the backyard. I watched it. I watched it
Yeah.
happen. And
So
of
you
course, he
got
had the people around him that help him get it together. You know what I mean?
so it's
Yeah,
good
that.
that he had baby gangster speaking at the thing because some people
Yeah,
are just natural
yeah.
leaders.
G,
You know
I
what I'm
understand
saying?
that. Yeah, yeah. You're
And
right, Deb. I understand
when
that,
he
G. That's right. You can't. I was just saying that you can't hold nothing like that to read that. That's a lot of words, bro.
hmm certain people are
I
just
don't,
natural
I don't know
leaders.
Spider Low, bro. I know who he is on the podcast, but I don't know him personally.
You know, and especially coming from the east side. You know what I mean? So shit.
Yeah, I told that story. Me, Turtle. Matter of fact, that was me, Turtle, Twin, and Gangster when we got that car in the rain that time. It was all four of us. Yeah, he is from 9-7. Spider Loc is from 9-7. Yeah, so again on the lowrider side of the game, like I say, man, I seen Twin, I seen G, I seen Turtle, I seen my homies build some of the best riders that I ever seen. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
seen a lot of cars because I grew up around them. All the way from the '60s, guys. But and I even seen Robert Lee Kitchen build a '67 man, and Man, it was man, phenomenal. That was insane how the cops passed by. Lawrence, what's happening? So, G, when the tray gonna be ready, bro?
Yeah, I be checking out this podcast too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Really
We
gangster
need Big Dale.
podcast.
Big
Yeah.
Dale, when you gonna bust out, man? You gonna put something out there, man?
Oh, Ryder.
Put a tray or four or something out there,
Oh
man.
man, shit, man. I ain't got the time. You know, you gotta have the time for that.
Yeah, you got time to do that,
You gotta have
man.
the time, the patience, and energy. You know.
You say, baby Gangsta got him listening to Tina Marie.
Yeah.
Right
I think
on,
the homie
Lawrence.
can do over there putting together. I think a 67. I think.
A 64 in the 70s was cheap, man. It was cheap back then, you know. Man, it really, man, brothers made that stuff, man, bought all that stuff, made it popular, man. And if I'm not mistaken, man, Japan has mastered the fabrication, the fabricating the
Hmm.
parts and putting those cars together now, you know what I mean, to where they don't even need to come to LA and Compton, Long Beach, Watts to buy
They got
cars and they fabricate all their parts now. Kit cars now. They got a whole 64. The Dad say he ain't got time. It was to acknowledge his C day, but there's also more to that. It's coming right on, G. I'm glad you was able to clear that up, man. It just, inquiring mind wanted to know. That's all. Yeah, they expensive as hell now. Turtle 69 was clean. I don't remember Turtle having no 1969. He had a Monte Carlo though. Was that Carlo a 70 or 71? I don't know. It's straight marketing. Straight marketing. Well, I know if G got something to do with it, and if he say that's my homie, I trust that. If he say that if something's coming soon, gotta go with that.
hmm
Absolutely, he been helping the youth with the football league. Can't take that from him. Can't take that from him at all. So, Big Dale, when you gonna? Man, we gotta do another train state. get, get these people to work it, man. Do you think people want to work anymore, Dale? A lot of people
Shit.
don't. It seems like they don't even want no job, or they don't even
Shit.
want to do no
Yeah.
business. I don't know. I really don't get it.
A lot of people want you to just hand them a job or hand you something. You know, they don't want to work for it. You
Uh,
know, this day and time, you gotta if you want something, you gotta get out there and get it. Ain't nobody finna hand you nothing. You gotta get out there and get that shit. You know.
that. Hey, you know what, Lawrence? That's another observation. Here's what he said. He said Snoop wants the accolades that Raymond Tookie, Monster, Turtle also got, but we know Snoop just a character. Hmm. At the skating ring, partner.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that guy, Kenny Wayne Johnson, man. Anyway, Big Dev, I appreciate you jumping on here, man, and we're gonna get together soon, man, and hope everybody have a good night and continue to be productive citizens and man, keep your eyes open. I hope you guys go catch that first part of what I was saying You know, when I talked about, you know, how we need to come together, each one, you know, these youngsters need computer labs, music studios, boxing gyms, things to keep them. Yeah, they definitely need that. They got a lot of energy. But
Yeah.
anyway, Pastor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below so when that dope content hit, it'll feel like the person in 15th, man. We got Big Deb. Shout out to Big Deb. Shout out to Marlena. Shout out to Bolton. Shout out to my homeboy Kizzy. Shout out to my homeboy Gangster for dropping in. I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. Muhammad, Bolton, shit, Mobley, Lawrence. Stop gang banging. Pretty C.
Yeah. Tell them to go check
Let's
out
see.
OG Entertainment Channel too. We have some good interviews on there.
Oh, check out my homeboy Entertainment. He's over there, man, doing his thing, man. He's building his his followings and subscribers. So like, subscribe, and share, man. You know what I mean? There's enough room in here for all of us to have content as a content creator. I only wish the best for everybody. Big Deb, until the next time, man, we are out.